Ladies and gentlemen, once again it is for the 796th time, the Mason and Friends Show, featuring His Junus, aka Captain Juhab.
What up, y'all?
Me, I am Mason, aka Mahoney. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show. Howdy do, Jew?
I'll be alright.
That's what I'm talking about. I believe I will be too. Anyway, so last episode we were talking about Exotica and some of the random ladies that are going to be at the Edison, New Jersey location, even though we're going to go to the DC one and see some of these random ladies as well. Random everybody's. He, she's, they's, whoever's. Whoever, however they want to be spoken to. So something I figured out was how to change my settings on Twitter to see sensitive settings. And as soon as I clicked onto this Honey Bunny BA chick, it's just jiggly, greasy booty. See, just jiggling on there. I'm like, all right, there we go. Still makes me click show to see the sensitive content, which is really just a chick leaning back with a bikini top on. It's not that sensitive in my opinion. I don't understand the algorithms, but I don't really care. But you had something you wanted to talk about, didn't you?
I have to go look at all that. Change all my shit later.
What, to the settings?
Yeah, look at my settings.
Yeah, because like when you go to click to follow through the settings, like it won't let you go to the client. It'll block. At least that's what it's doing to me. It was like, oh, you want to follow this chick? You can't until you click see sensitive content under privacy settings. Even though at the same time, like, you can see, like, I've seen, like, people getting pulled out of cars and shit and shot and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, all that shit.
And I'm like, but you're not going to let me see the jiggly, greased-up booty that might make my dick hard?
Yeah.
Here's people getting raped, murder, and mayhem, but,
You can't have no chicken lingerie.
That's right. No chicken lingerie. No booty cheeks jiggling in your face. No nipples getting licked on. Oh, yeah, we got straight nipples up here. This is sensitive content.
Do you know anybody? Couple things. Do you know any kid that well, person now, but as a kid,
Okay.
rode the bike without training wheels?
You mean like learn
Learn how to
without...
ride a bike without training wheels.
I mean, not that I could
That's gotta be
specifically...
a badass little motherfucker.
Not that I could
I feel.
specifically point to.
I feel
like I had training wheels on there for a little while.
I think we all did.
But
I think if I ain't never asked anybody, but I ain't never seen a little dude ride without tricycles, bro. But can you imagine how hard that would be?
What, to learn how to ride a bicycle with no training
No
wheels?
training wheels as a kid.
I feel like if you could conceptually convey it to the child, it would be feasible. But I don't know just how if kids are smart enough to understand the concept of like momentum and balance all combined together. Because riding a bike is pretty
It's a lot to
simple,
it.
but
it's simple, but it's a lot to it.
It takes a little bit to get there. You know what I mean? I feel like I would have to like put the kid on the handlebars or something. Like, here, hang on with me. Let me show you how this works or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm glad I don't have kids trying to figure out how to teach little bastards how to ride
I
bikes.
ride a tricycle.
Well, right, but training wheels, you see a lot of the times,
Same
it's like the
thing,
family will go ride around the neighborhood, right? And they'll have the little kid with the tricycle with the
training wheels shit
with
on
the
the back,
training
yeah.
wheels on, right? So, there's that going on. Oh, you got a response to change your response?
He's stupid as shit. He's stupid as shit.
Already did.
Already did. Fucking change it. Fucking retarded. Alright, so Change already hit Saucy Sapphire.
No, that's Makana
Moon. Yeah, Sapphire. Change already got up on that moon like once or twice. You know it went back for seconds. You already know. Didn't matter if it was good or not. He went back to try it out. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. Either way.
Well, good on him, man. Somebody in the group needs to fuck that chick. I want to hear about it.
Somebody needed to.
I don't want to do it.
All right, Jacob, come on the show. We gotta talk about it. Yeah, NPR that.
Yeah, Changer, where you at, dog?
NPR that.
I need to know.
Now, we was at work. We was talking. It was some kind of fucking construction safety week or some kind of construction week, and they was talking about. They brought up the LGBT Q, but then they kept going, bro. They said LGBTQIA2S plus, bro.
Yeah, the QIA, queer, I don't know the rest.
Intersexual and
okay.
asexual.
Okay.
And two, I don't know what the fucking two. But the plus stands for any other motherfuckers we ain't talking about. They ain't come up with their own shit
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Like, so
Plus
it's just the
stands
whole
for
world.
anybody else we haven't come up with a name for yet.
Yeah, but that's already right there. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're like 10 little symbols all at one time.
Like,
what's the difference between a queer and a gay? Ain't they the same? Is queer like soft gay? Where they just like, just, they don't suck dick when they like a snake, like how they're sniffing, like on the penis tip or something like that, or is that like? Because I was taught growing up that was the same shit.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what the delineation between queer and gay would be. You know?
Like I said, as a kid, I always thought that was the same shit. It's like I said, is queer like not fully gay yet, or you just act gay but you ain't gay? Like you do gay, like
Yeah, I'm not sure why one would be applied. I know that like the queer community, I think, is like more, I guess, broad than.
are they just gay, but they got the more the semantics or something like that? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
I always thought that was the same shit. That's just
I'm trying to think of how to articulate the question on Google without getting any more into a deeper algorithm of deep state, surveillance. But we'll figure it out, man. Let me see what I can see. You said
And then-
the difference between.
I guess gay and queer, or what is a queer?
That's a good way to put it. Difference between gay and queer.
And what is a queer? I
Queer
was
versus
like,
gay, how are the words different and why it's, let's see, all right, dictionary.com. How the words are different and why it's important. Okay, here we go.
oh, here we go.
What's the difference between the words gay and queer? Both gay and queer are often used as self-identifying terms, as always when referring to another person, and when sexuality or gender identity is relevant. It is best to use whatever term a person uses for themselves. What if, what if they want to call themselves something that's inappropriate? You know what I mean?
They're supposed to be allowed.
What if that's how they are identifying?
See, so I'm Big Cock Jones now. I want to identify
Right.
as Big Cock Jones.
Right.
Can I not do that? Or is that offensive?
If you're identifying as Big Cock Jones, like, wouldn't it be
why
offensive?
not?
Wouldn't it be offensive if I said, okay, I can't call you Big Cock Jones, like you're not Big Cock Jones. Like that's not acceptable.
Well, why not?
I don't know.
But you're gay.
That's
and
how you
acceptable?
identify. I mean, I guess that would be that
should be-
that
that's
would be
another
not
letter.
acceptable for us.
That's
if
another letter on there.
You identify as Big Cock Jones, so like that's LBGTQ.
BCJ.
BC.
Big Cock Jones. That's on there. That's how I identify now. I'm Big Cock Jones. Goddammit. That's how I want to be identified as. I'm should be loud. Why ain't no difference? That's the plus too. That's part of the plus. Motherfuckers is coming up to the table.
Right. Plus Big Cock Jones.
Plus Big Cock Jones. Plus, we put a plus on the backside. Anybody else wants to come in?
All right, so in the context of sexual identity, the word gay is generally used to mean of relating to or being a person who is sexually or romantically attracted to people of their own sex or gender. Often, the word gay is used specifically in reference to men who are attracted to other men. Women who are attracted to other women often use the word lesbian, though some women also use the term gay as well. Right? So some lesbians are gay and some of them are just lesbians. And on the other hand, people who apply the word queer to themselves use it to indicate a sexual orientation that is not heterosexual and or a gender identity that is not cisgender. Some people may identify as both gay and queer, with some using the terms to indicate different things in different contexts. It's very important to note that while the word queer has been widely reclaimed as a term of pride by many within the LGBTQ plus community, including sometimes as another way of discussing the community as a whole. Like, that's what I was saying, the queer community.
Yeah.
This is not universally true. So some people would accept being a part of the queer community and some people would not. Some people avoid it due to the term's origin and its legacy as a slur, or for other reasons. Okay. Here are specific examples of how the terms may be used. A man who is attracted to other men may identify as gay while also identifying as part of the queer community. A non-binary person who is attracted to women may identify only as queer. So I could do that. I could say, look, I'm non-binary, I like women, and I'm queer.
What the hell is non-binary? What the hell?
I think it's like you're not willing to accept yourself as a male or a female, because that's a binary, right?
So it's bullshit. So one of them, you know you're a dude and gay, and the other one you don't know you're a dude and gay. Like what? Like how you? Like what the fuck?
Right.
How do people not know what the fuck they are? That's what I want to know. How do you not know what you is, and how you just gonna change? Like, see, we ain't seahorses, bro. We can't just change, dog. Like, we ain't fucking seahorses.
Yeah, dude. It's tough. It's tough to like have the like if you could
Jahai,
literally
Johan, or all them motherfuckers.
Joanne or
wanted you
could become
as
John.
Jacob, then come out as Jacob, motherfucker. You come out the box how you come out the box, bro. Why are you trying to change the guy? We ain't Flash, bro. You can't change, like, stop trying to change to shit, bro. That fucks up the whole cycle, motherfuckers. Stop doing that shit, bro. And then you add more letters to all this shit. God damn, this big cock Jones, that's what I got to say about that, alright?
Look at Big Cock Jones wants y'all to stop acting this way.
Yeah, goddamn, I'm part of the community too now, y'all. What the fuck, man? If you like dick, then you gay. You know, queer's out. We're taking the Q out.
Unless you're a woman.
Yeah. If you like licking it, then you gay. There's either way. It's just gay and lesbian. That's all. You gay or lesbian. Why is it? Why? That's the other thing. How come the dudes can't get no fancy word for being gay? Like, chicks can be gay and or lesbians, but dudes can't. They're just gay. Is there a name for like dudes?
You mean like a term
like a lesbian name for dude? Yeah. Like, is there a dude like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
What the fuck? Well, that's fucking discriminating within themselves, bro. That's inter-community hatred right there.
The level of hypocrisy is fairly deep.
Screaming?
Yeah, it's kind of
There's
fucking
something going
wild.
on there. There's something with that.
There's something wild going on out here in the world these days. That is for sure.
Yeah, Big Cock Jones. That's all I gotta say about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Jew unit is now identifying as Big Cock Jones.
And also, it's back to the flat Earth fucking shits. Fuck. When we was growing up, we was told that winter happens because the Earth is in a circle and it's spinning around.
Because it's in an angle, and plus we're certain different distances from the sun, as the Earth
Yeah, but eventually
moves
the
around.
sun's gonna be behind.
Well, but we're in an angle, so depending on who's getting direct sun, that's who's in summer, is how it works. Because the Earth's always spinning, and it's always changing its location, and it's at an angle. So the place that's getting the sun primarily is the summer.
Summer, yeah.
Like, we're not getting direct sun right
so if it was flat, then it wouldn't be any of that. In theory. Or it would because you're still spinning around.
I don't know, man. Is it spinning like a record? Because like
It's gotta be, bro.
Who's
What else is
closer
it
to the
doing?
center?
You know what I'm screaming?
I like that we have flat Earth debates without having an actual flat Earther
Yeah, because y'all
around.
ain't fucking real. You flat earth fucks ain't real, man. Dave's the only real one, and he was real as a real person, but he ain't really. I don't know, man. Flat earthers ain't got the answer, Sway, but any fucking way. They ain't real. Fuck them motherfuckers. They don't want that smoke. We come out here with the facts, bro. With facts, dog.
I've been doing this.
I want to hear y'all facts again, dog. I've come up with a lot of questions, man. I got to read back a lot of episodes to figure out these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions I need to ask y'all.
You really
sons of
should
bitches.
be writing down.
I should, but I can't remember to write nothing down every fucking 37 episodes when I call these flat earth fucks out about shit. But if it is spinning like a frit, like a disc, like a wicka, like a record, you know what I mean? We would
Right.
be going, and we gotta be going clockwise. You know what I'm screaming, or you know what I'm saying?
We could
Or
be
is
going
it-
counterclockwise.
We could be
You
going
never can
counter.
tell.
Man,
You never can tell, especially
Man.
because, you know, and these theories of things that could be that aren't really there, anything's possible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in flat Earth world, if the world really was flat, I could probably fly like Superman. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck I might like.
yeah, just
I believe that until I can fly like Superman, we're not on a flat Earth. See what I'm saying? If I ever get the powers to fly like Superman, I will change my perspective on flat Earth.
You better see it all. You better get up in there.
Exactly. I could go way up there and just look back and be like, oh shit, look at that.
Yeah,
it really
you go
is
up there
flat.
like Superman did. Look all the way up there by the moon, and then fly back.
That would be nice. That'd be nice. You know what else I could do? Because like I'd be Superman strength and shit. I could carry people up there that are flat Earthers and prove to them that it's not flat Earth.
Yeah, you had to get him
Look,
a little
see?
mask.
Yeah,
Little
yeah. I'd get an oxygen
mask,
tank.
Jump.
And I'll fly flat Earth Dave up there. Show him.
He flew the fuck out of Lois's bitch ass. He
That's what
had
I'm
her
saying.
way up in there with it. She never lost oxygen or nothing before.
I don't know if they were up as high as planes, but maybe.
He was up there like skyscraper, like
Yeah, but you
height.
could breathe in skyscrapers on the roof. Like, you got to be in planes like 30,000
I'm
feet,
scared, bro.
40,000
I don't
feet.
know. I don't like heights, man. I guess I ain't. That's why I don't breathe right. I guess.
You don't breathe
skyscraper?
right because you're scared of heights.
Yeah, I guess gotta be it. Fucking around them skyscrapers.
You're just lucky that your construction work that you do now is primarily breaking up concrete and that you're not back in the 20s building like the Empire State Building in New York City.
Yeah, those people are retarded.
Yeah,
man.
you seen
They
those
just
videos of those guys?
Yeah, we look at that joint all the time. Them motherfuckers up in Chicago, New York, just walking across beams and
Yeah,
6,000 feet in the air, just
scary.
eating a sandwich.
Scary
Like,
sick,
What the
yeah.
fuck is wrong with y'all,
Yeah.
bro?
They'd all sit on the beam
Sit
together.
on beams with feet
and
hanging over to
drinking-
the world.
right.
Just you and the world right, there,
drinking a
motherfucker.
Dr. Pepper,
Yeah.
eating a fucking ham sandwich. Like, Jesus Christ, man. You people are scary as fuck. The balls on motherfuckers back in the day.
Just dumb, man. Just ain't no fucks given. Everybody there just lounging.
Yeah, and it's not like those people made enough money that their children's
Nah.
children are not having to work anymore. You know what I'm saying? They were out there day laboring.
scrapping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like us.
A Cinderella man and shit. They were out there day laboring just trying to get by. Fucking terrifying, dude. Absolutely terrifying. Yeah, I mean, you're
That's all I got about that flat Earth shit. That's Big Cock Jones theory. Getting it back on flat Earth is, I don't know about the winter. How's it? It don't make no sense.
I appreciate though that you want to identify how you want to identify, and I think that it would be disrespectful of me to not recognize your identity. I want to come up with a neat identity too that I can identify as and then force people to fucking
I'm with it.
recognize.
I'll acknowledge it, bro.
Well, because like in Canada, they're gonna like start locking people up and shit if you don't use the right pronouns for somebody.
Oh,
like
shit.
if you decided you were a lady, and I came in here, I was like,
What's up, dude?
I was like, how you doing, sir? And you wanted to like
Press charge.
press charges, you could in Canada. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. That's the kind of shit we're worried about while World War III's on the verge of breaking off. No big deal, guys. Vote for Biden again, you fucking idiots. Hopefully, we can all vote for Kennedy. Because that'd be the best thing. Like, I was thinking, they'd be trying to do ranked choice voting and shit. I'm like, the world's fucked when Trump's the number 2 ranked choice voting in my book. Like, and I gotta readily come on podcasts and say it. Like, yeah, things are so fucked. We actually have to come out here and say that we're gonna vote for Trump if it's between Trump and Biden. Please let fucking RFKJ be on the goddamn ballot. That's all I'm saying. Put that man on there. Put him in the
We went
debates.
independent, so he can be on there.
Yep. Put him in the debates.
I don't know about debates though. They don't. Does he still debate if he's independent? Or
He
is it
should
just
be.
Between
He
the
should, but
Democrat and
he
Representative,
probably won't.
Or Republican, whatever.
I doubt he'll be on there, even though he should be. That's what got Jesse Ventura elected in Minnesota.
Have they ever had a 3-person debate? Or when's the last time they had a 3-person?
Last time they had a 3-person debate was when Ross Perot did it, and then they changed the rules for how you get into like the political debate systems to prevent a third-party candidate from ever being in debates again. So I'm highly doubting that RFK-J will be able to pull it off. But if anybody can, it's probably him. He's probably the last chance we have. It's funny because I feel like this country lost its way when we killed the Kennedys that were trying to like get us from being such a piece of shit country. And now we're like on the verge of essentially being a third world nation because the dollar's going to tank in its value, even though it's like even more than it already has.
Oh, yeah.
And China's taking over the world, and we're not going to be in good standing because we've been starting wars for the
Yeah.
entirety of my lifetime. Instead of trying to squash wars, we've been trying to prop up our military-industrial complex. And it's biting us in the ass right now because we've got a fucking warmongering piece of shit like Joe Biden in charge, instead of somebody that's actually trying to pursue peace. I mean, I don't think this shit would have happened under Trump, but it doesn't fucking matter because it's fucking happening right now. And, you know, I like Kennedy better to go out here and try to stop all this bullshit than I do Trump. But I damn sure don't trust Biden to do it. He fucking started all this shit.
No, that dude, he ain't got the answers, Sway.
He ain't got the answers. He ain't got the fucking ability to speak. He's pathetic. It's ridiculous. This is what we give ourselves as options? I mean, jeez. That's no good at all. That's like pulling off the interstate and you got like McDonald's and Burger King to choose from and there's nothing else there. This is horrible options. How bad do you want to feel and for how long? What kind of fucking fake ass meat do you want to ingest? What sort of not real protein do you want to fucking be dealing with?
Yeah, you kind of,
Hey, we're damned if we do and we're
Yeah.
damned if we don't. So don't forget, vote third party, bitches. Tell your friends. Buy a Kennedy shirt. Or just donate if you want. I buy shirts though, because I want to be able to represent in the future when everything's fucked. I could be like, yeah, well, I voted for Kennedy, you bitches. Not my fault.
yeah, I don't even, I gotta register to vote. I ain't done that shit. Of course, I ain't do that shit the last 2 years. I ain't want to fucking with those motherfuckers.
Yeah, well, you need to do it just because, you know, it's a better thing than not. And you can set up to have them mail you your ballot every year. That's what I got. I just mail mine in.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's easy.
yeah, that ain't bad right
Shit
there.
shows up, I drop it in the mailbox and I send it on out. Like, fuck it. And it's free. It has a stamp on it. The envelope to return that shit comes with a stamp on it.
Yeah, I need to do that jump. Make that shit happen.
Yeah, they haven't just started sending them out to everybody in this state yet. You actually have to do something to indicate that you want to vote, which is the way I think it should be.
Yeah, yeah, you shouldn't, I mean, you shouldn't waste the goddamn paper or any of those shit. Motherfuckers ain't gonna fuck with it.
Or the risk of somebody doing fraudulent activities with all these fucking votes that are just out there waiting to be filled out.
Yeah, you got that too.
But yeah, man, I don't know. Everything's fucked pretty good. But at least there's a third-party option that's semi-viable, even though it's unlikely. He's got the name recognition. So
Yeah.
you're winning? You get your bets? What's going on, man?
Nothing. I'm trying to order dinner. But I won't know my bet until the game's over. Right now, I'm probably gonna lose it. For some reason, I thought I think my odds must have not been that great. Fucking around with the Chargers or the Chiefs. Or I might have just clicked the wrong fucking button. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that I thought the Chiefs was gonna win that game. But I got my money on the Chargers. Damn it.
Yeah, you must have hit something wrong, man, because that's not a smart bet. And I don't even pay that much attention, but I know that's not a smart bet. It probably would be good money if you win it, though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said, that it was my $5 gonna win me like fucking 210, I think, some shit like that.
$210 off a $5 bet if the Chargers win.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you bet that,
Yeah,
because it
that's
was a
why I bet
long
that,
shot.
So,
You're simple. That's a long shot. That's why you went for
well, I
that.
got 4 out of 5 already. I just need that to pay off. Well, no, 3 out of 5. I still that dude still needs to throw another touchdown. Which I don't know what the score is, and I don't know.
Definitely seems unlikely.
I think it's only third quarter still, so I think they got a whole goddamn quarter left. All my other sure bets are out. My boy McCaffrey from the 49ers, he got hurt. He's gonna be out for a couple weeks. Fucking my boy Jefferson with the fucking Vikings, he'll be out like 6 weeks with a hammy. My boy DJ Moore, he's hit or miss now that my quarterback fucking Fields went out. They got his undrafted rookie in that motherfucker.
Except for the Bears.
Yeah, for the Bears.
Yeah.
The first play of the game, he fumbled and fucking they returned it on his ass.
Well, at least he gets another chance right away.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't got no option. They like mark that motherfucker, you know. It's like, hey, yeah, you can play football. Come on out here.
Well, you could go play for him, right?
Nah, I can't throw the ball.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fuckers.
Yeah. Well, at least you know it.
Yeah.
You're fully engaged with the reality that you can't throw the football.
I can't be that, I can't go out there and Nolan Ryan, all that junk. I can't think of the
40-year-old
There
coming
was
out
a
of...
sidearm quarterback, I think, before.
You're sidearm quarterback Marky Mark style for the Bears.
Now starting number 78. What the fuck?
You're like, man, I've been talking shit about Tom Brady for 20 years. I'm coming out here 40 years
Yeah,
old,
do
no
this
sidearm
shit.
with a broken fucking clavicle.
Watch this.
I got y'all.
Paid the man. Where's my chicken at?
Yes, I see the Disney movie now. You on the sidelines
Yep.
eating chicken in between fucking
My
deals.
salary is buckets of chicken and a little bit of cash at the end of the game.
So like he puts on gloves to eat chicken,
Yep.
and then goes out and plays
Right back
without
in the game,
gloves.
yep.
He takes the gloves off to play the
He's
game,
got chicken gloves.
but he's eating chicken on the side with disposable gloves.
It's the power of the chicken.
Yeah, like spinach at Popeye.
Yep.
He's got spinach in the
Man, we
breading
gotta
on
win
his
this game.
chicken.
What do we need? We need a 4-piece.
Man, I was thinking, man, y'all need to go down there and give me some of this old Popeyes, man. And we get out here and get this done. That's classic, man. That's the kind of shit we need to see. The
Yeah.
Jew unit changing the game of football. Throwing sidearm because his fucking shoulder's destroyed.
Crying every play.
Doing the constant in pain breathing.
What's that noise? That's his quarterback.
Right? Yeah, there's bound to be a better option than you out there for him to get. Pretty wild, though.
That's quarterback. I mean, I could run around and chase people down.
Yeah, you think you're in for that?
I could do that. I could be one of them bad guys. Cornerback or something, safety. So I can be hanging around. Hitting people I need to hit. I wouldn't want to be a middle linebacker or anything like that.
I still think your shoulder is going to be more required than you're letting on that it would be.
I could go in with my left shoulder.
You really think you're going to tackle Derrick Henry with just your left shoulder?
I'm
this
gonna
is the
smack his
NFL.
feet. I'm gonna smack his feet.
This is the NFL we're talking about. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the league that your boy plays in. You can
Yeah,
go
no,
play
this
in the
is-
boys.
this is big-
in the
these are big
boys
boys,
league.
yeah.
You can play in the little boys
I don't know
league.
about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe know about.
I think you're overestimating your own
I'm
prowess.
ankle tackling everybody. I'm not hitting nobody straight up.
No, I get that. You got to dive at the knees.
Yeah, I'm diving at. Well, I ain't even trying to injure nobody. I'm gonna try to smack their feet together.
Okay, like you're gonna do a literal like the old school and kick the left foot into the
I'm
right
not gonna
foot.
kick them. I'm gonna try to smack. You know, I'm just gonna straight up try to smack their foot into the other one. That works. You can.
I don't know. I think
We can run it.
I think there's a lot of potential in alternative ways to tackle out
We're
there.
gonna go low, but not like injury low. I'm not gonna go at the knee. Not trying to like kill anybody. Or
Yeah, there's no real
break
good way.
break their knees
There's
and all
no good way to tackle without potentially breaking your neck or breaking a knee.
Yeah.
There's no good way. It's just the way it is. It's an unfortunate fact of the game.
It's facts of life.
Yeah.
In that sport.
Yeah, a lot of knee injuries. It's not fun. It looks painful. It's not appealing. But hey, it ain't me. I do like watching. I like watching football to a degree. I don't have a team, so I don't really care that much.
They really should just do away with it in general and maybe like even just do like flag or some shit like that and pay them a lot less.
Well, they're advertising flag hardcore like it's coming up, so that might be a route they're going to go one day, but I doubt it.
Nah, they'll always have football, but
We need our gladiators.
yeah, but that's as fucking soft as they're making the sport. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It ain't like it used to be. Of course, ain't nothing like it used to be.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna start getting boring and more safe you make it or whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how I feel about most of the sports I liked when I was young, like NASCAR and football. They were much more dangerous and they were much more fun. And now they've tried to make them safe, and I don't know. I just don't dig it.
Yeah,
I respect that people want to be safe.
I understand that. Yeah,
I get that, but I don't want to watch that.
that's what all the padding and all that shit for. And
Well, they still haven't figured out. They still haven't figured out a good way to stop concussions.
Well, they're not going to unless they stop playing the game.
No, I think there's probably a way that a helmet can be designed to really
Probably, but-
do it. They just haven't done it yet. Like I'm envisioning, like you got to wear like a gel cap and then put a helmet on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's not to be something more than just that little helmet,
Right.
To make it real, or the helmet's gonna have to be big as fuck. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? In order to-
like a mod on a video game.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah. But the helmets themselves don't have much padding in them motherfuckers, even with today's technology, you know what I mean? The boys padding helmet ain't got but maybe an inch and a half worth of padding or something maybe on it,
Yeah.
which ain't much of nothing really.
There's nothing much there. Like I haven't seen any significant upgrades since
I don't.
for the last 30 years, as far as I know. And it's something they've made a big deal out of. You would think they would come up with better fucking helmet technology. And I know there's people out there working on it, but it doesn't seem to have made its way to the NFL.
Yeah, but how do you? I don't know, man. How do you even like test that shit?
Well, you gotta like have like stuff that represents a head.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have like them little gel heads, like them little.
Yeah, you gotta do a lot of testing on a lot of helmets before you can really determine if anything. I mean, that's gotta be expensive.
Yeah, fuck.
Like to come up with the models that you could do the testing on, the physical devices that you could like crack the heads together.
Yeah, 'cause you know that shit gonna need to be updated all the goddamn time and all other bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
you know how
crazy.
they make like new iPhones every fucking year? They should be making like fucking helmet updates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They be updating the fuck out of every other goddamn
Yeah.
thing. But I don't know.
You know, hell, football players' brains are not that important to people.
Apparently
They
not.
don't give a fuck. They're like, yeah, go out, blow your brains out. We'll get another one the next day. Somebody's in line. You know, it's like a drug dealer. You take the one out, there's somebody else going to step into the fucking gap and start selling drugs. You go and take out the best football players, there's going to be a whole new crop of motherfuckers ready to come play football.
Yeah. That's how it's gonna be everywhere.
Broken brain, having ass motherfuckers. And nobody gives a fuck because the money's good. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Stack it up, baby.
That's exactly what it is too. Let's see if I got anything on my notes, which I don't think I do. I think I covered everything.
Yeah, like I had emailed myself something that I wanted to talk about, but I wanted to talk about it with Lop here because it was more up his alley. There's some like Swedish village or some shit that's like, some Swedish village or some shit. There's somebody dressed like a clown is like terrifying the whole town. He's just hanging
Oh
out.
shit, he'd be down for that.
Right.
Oh, we got sweats. Sweats get the tip in at the strip club. Yep. I know that's right.
Sweats get the tip in.
Yeah, sweatpants. We was having.
You wear sweats so you can get the tip
so
in
you
at
can
the
get
strip
tip
club?
in at the strip club. You're not allowed to wear sweats because sweats pants. That's what we're talking about out here by the campfire.
You have to wear
You have
jeans?
to wear denim, khaki, or some kind of thick material. You can't go in there like gym shorts or like sweats, cause like in theory, them chicks is naked. Can we turn it off?
Yeah. There's chicks are naked, so they don't want to have you with such a soft barrier between you.
That's almost no barrier. Gym shorts is almost no better.
Gym shorts is
If
definitely.
you're free balling in gym
close to
shorts,
nothing.
you know what I mean? Even free balling in sweats, you know,
Yeah.
you're getting a tip in that motherfucker.
If you're
for sure.
free balling in gym shorts, man, shit. You
But
get the
even-
proper fucking lap dance, you come in your pants.
I said you fucking with the right kind of fucking even the sweats. You can. Yep. You can.
Goddamn
Like, I got
right.
thick sweats. I don't think I can fucking need sweats. But the Walmart sweats, you can definitely. But yeah, we had a whole conversation about that out there by the fire. That was funny.
Yeah, some $6.99 sweatpants from Walmart. You could definitely fuck through
You
those.
fucking all day in that. Yeah.
Plus, you can leave them behind.
Yeah,
after
you
you've
can be
ruined
done with
them.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like well, I don't need to wash these. I'm done with
Yeah.
these. These are going in the trash. I'm riding in the back seat in my underwear home. Fuck it. I'll be in the back seat at the strip club
Naked
on the
as
way
fuck.
home from the strip club, half naked. Everybody be like, man, I can smell the pussy. I'd be like, yeah, you can. That
Yeah.
bitch was mad crazy.
Be sitting up there and be like, hey,
Some sweaty stripper pussy after all night stripping.
bouncer back. Where your pants at? But Cinnamon, I don't know. Fuck, Cinnamon did something with them.
Yeah, ask Cinnamon where my
We
pants
don't even
are.
have Cinnamon working today. Well, shit, I don't really know her name was.
Yeah.
The blonde chick.
That would be a slick move of a stripper. She gonna tell you the wrong name. You'd be like, what was your name again? Oh yeah, my name was Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, yeah.
Damn, bitch stole my wallet and everything. Cinnamon stole my wallet, my phone, my
Cinnamon don't even work
sweatpants.
here.
There ain't no Cinnamon that works here. Well,
Well, hell.
yeah, that's a doable thing.
Yeah.
Good times, man. Yeah, so they won't let you in the strip club in sweatpants.
Nah.
Not acceptable.
Nope, not acceptable.
Well, help. I guess that sort of makes sense.
Like I said, you can get a lot of action in sweatpants. A lot of serious grindage going on there. Dick bound to go in. It's a cruel world.
It is a cruel world. Like, we literally have establishments where it's legal for a chick to get as close as physically possible to fucking you without fucking you, and that's legal. But it's
Yep.
against the law for her to fuck you. And it's against the law for you to even be like, hey, I want to fuck you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's so weird. When it's like clearly obvious, like the chick's literally, I'm in the strip club getting a lap dance. This chick is grinding on my hard dick. She's like, she's got my dick in between, like it's literally,
Yeah, she's
there's
all day
literally
long, all day long.
3 pieces of fabric between her vagina and my penis. And it's against the law for me to be like, can we go somewhere and let me stick my penis in your vagina? That's not allowed.
It's probably only 2 articles depending on where you are, because she's going
Depends.
to have her shit on.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
got
like-
lip out already.
She's halfway to Alex.
Yeah, lip out already, just ready for that fucking.
Yeah, like I couldn't wear
Sweat dick to go.
jeans and free ball at the strip club because the zipper would be a problem. You know what? Oh, button fly.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could probably work with some button fly action. Free balling at the fucking strip club, getting a lap dance. They're not gonna let me wear my fucking mesh shorts in here. I guess I'm gonna have to find another way. What about pajama
damn.
bottoms? Can I wear
Hell
flannel
no.
pajama
Fuck
bottoms?
no. Oh, flannel maybe.
Oh, the
You might not be
flannel
able to fucking
pajama
flannel.
bottoms,
I don't
dog.
think you can fucking flannel. Flannel's
Oh,
thick.
dude.
Flannel's like
nah,
this.
dude. Some nice thin flannel. I'm trying to tell you. Best dancing on the dance floor at the parties back in the day ever was in the fucking in the flannel fucking pajama bottoms. Yeah, dude. That's the real deal. That's the truth right there. I'm telling you what, now I got a fucking goal. I'm gonna wear pajama bottoms to the strip club. I'm gonna come in there, I'm gonna have my phone with me, and I'm gonna have like $100 in fucking ones.
Well, you better bring some khakis. Leave them in the car just in case they tell you ain't allowed in.
Because
You drive all the way up there. Just have to come home.
they would look like golf pants, man. They'd look like just golf pants if you got the right pair of flannel fucking... yeah, man, flannel fucking pajama bottoms that would look like a pair of golf pants. You free balling those, get the lap dance, man, bro. I might just, I come back with a messed up pair of fucking
That may work.
Splattered up. Be like, oh Lord, I done made a mess.
I need to wash these immediately. Got a little bit of me and her on them. Some God give. I gotta take a shower. I fucking ejaculated on myself apparently.
Right? I need a ride home.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here. I gotta leave.
I'm about to wear a condom.
You know how
next
it's like
time.
you bang a chick on a one night stand, you want to leave? Like, how much quicker is it you can come in your pants at the strip club after a lap dance?
Yeah.
You're gonna leave real quick after that.
God damn. You have to almost probably bring a condom, man. Wear a condom, man. It's just easy cleanup.
Oh man, that would be ridiculous. If you're like, hold up, before this starts, let me put this
Yeah, let
on.
me put this on real quick.
All right, let me get this
damn.
dance now.
All right, go ahead, boo.
Work your magic. Go on, Penelope, work your magic.
We ready. We ready.
How much more for twice the time? I need twice as much time.
dance. Tell Ricky I need another dance. I ain't done yet.
Pinch my nipple.
Touch me right there. Yeah. All right. Look at.
Yeah, dude. This is the way to go to the strip club. I've got the hack, dude. We gotta try it. I figured out the hack. That is the way things will get done. Oh my.
Well,
And with that said, I think we're going to have to bring this episode of the Mason and Friends show to a close. I'd like to thank you so much for listening. You'll see about running a little Russian roulette at you. But, be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick. Little bits by little bits, y'all. Keep grinding on the shit you're trying to get done because that is how things get done. We're gonna do Russian Roulette, a song called All She Wants Is a Baby Daddy. There's two All She Wants, one from 2015, one from 2014. This is the one from 2014. And
this is the original one, huh?
yeah, the first one. So, don't forget just how much we love you, just how much we wish nothing but the best for you. Like, share, subscribe, tell your peoples don't bug out this bitch. And, share the Twitter show. Help us out with the algorithms. And check out this Russian Roulette coming up next. And don't forget, we love you very much. And peace be with you.
Peace, bitches.
Oh yeah, let's try this again. I think we're gonna take a little take on this. There's a white girl standing over there. She been looking so lonely. Crawled right on and slid over there and said, "Let me give you my phone number. You can call me on a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. 'Cause I ain't got nothing lined up. Holla at me. Maybe we can go get some drink." All that she wants is another white girl. Damn it. I think I'm fucking was short on that jump. Here we go. All that she wants is another baby, but I got my nuts snipped down. And she wants is another baby. Sorry about it. All that she wants is another baby, but I got my nuts snipped down. And she wants. Sorry about the baby. All that she wants is another baby, but I got my nuts snipped down. And she wants is another baby. Sorry about that. You ain't getting me with that motherfucking local money monthly. I ain't gonna sit on your motherfucking ass while I'm paying your motherfucking bills. Buying your motherfucking groceries and your bills. Making your car payments, yeah. While you sitting over there marinating on the couch. Watching Jerry Springer and more, yeah. All that she wants. Yes, sir. Ace of motherfucking fucking bass is going down the fucking studio. Y'all motherfuckers never know what she gonna give with you. You didn't get the motherfucking mic. When the motherfuckers you didn't step on motherfucking microphone. Y'all motherfuckers don't even know what they gonna fucking be. Motherfuckers got a brain like, what's he gonna do with the white girl looking at you? Oh my god, I'm on Mr. Course. Here we go, shove it back. Drop, 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 drop it, drop it. Oh, there she falls. There's another baby, but I got my nuts sniffed out. There she falls. There's another baby. I'm not the father. Oh, there she falls. There's another baby. Oh, there she falls. There's another baby. Oh, oh. You ain't getting me. You are not the father. Boom! Oh, this shit. Oh, yes, sir. When we get this one down, this gonna be better than Ball Deep. And your mama went the first time the motherfucker